Excuse me. All right, back to the game.
To dish out spankings. You won't get away. Blade of Heaven's will pierce my wings! Its guardian was...
Don't waste my time.
Come on, put up some fight, I'm ready for this.
I'll cut down anyone in...
Let's get started!
You won't get away.
I can heal the wound by illuminate us!
You won't get any pity.
I won't run away!
You won't get away. That all you got? Not even worth my time.
This island reeks with malevolence.
I imagine it's emanating from all the big old demons roaming about.
Here I come.
Got you. Take that. Devour. Got you. You finished. Take that. Devour.
You won't get away.
Just how does this...
Hold up, where'd my chat go on my phone? Ah, shit. How do I bring that up? There we go. Must hit a button or something.
Time to dish out stages.
Come on, really?
Everyone ready to play? Out of my way! Finish! Devour! Out of my way! Next! Devour!
No mercy! You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating? Crash!
Turn-cut! Here! Spiral! Hail! Now, with a single breath, they appear! Here they come! There's no stopping them now! Good? Yes! Spirit release! The line of virtue! The dark of vice! Joining chaos! Chaos bloom!
Ready to die? Whatever comes next. This is just the first step. To kill you! Howling Dragon! Killing Flash! Behold the arts of my ancestors! Ungiven style! Aaron!
Be proud. You made me unleash my...
We will need to be extremely wary.
You won't get away. You won't get away. You won't get Come on, really?
Ah, these fucking spellcaster bitches. That's what's killing us. These fucking spellcaster assholes. Come on, you fucking spellcasters! Magic is broken in this fucking game, I swear. Why does the item take so long to decrease? Magic is bullshit in this game. Oh my god! Fuck off with your spellcasting! Fuck you bitches! Oh my, it's the spellcasters! It's the motherfucking spellcasters that fuck you over! Magic is broken in this game! Magic is fucking broken! Nothing else gives you more damage. No attacks give you more damage than a fucking magic attack. Fuck you! Magic is broken in this game. Magic is motherfucking broken. I hate magic in this game. It's like Star Ocean 3. Magic is fucking broken in that game too. I hate magic in this game, just like in Star Wars and Terror at the time. Magic is fucking broken. It's way overpowered.
Don't waste my time. We won't get away. That's the end for you.
Guess it's time to fight.
They were nothing.
I can fight too!
You won't get away. You won't get away. You won't get away. Not even worth my time. Don't waste my time. won't get away. Slow turtle! Quick foot! Let it go! Take that! Out of my way! You won't get away. Slow turtle! Take that! Clear off! Come on, really?
Don't get careless!
They were nothing.
This island reeks with
I won't run away! I imagine it's emanating from all the big old demons roaming about.
Are we ready for this?
Whew, I thought we were done.
Let's get started! You won't get They were nothing.
We will need to be extremely wary.
You won't get away. You won't get away. won't get away.
Not the mental bitch keeps on locks, stunning me. Fuck you, spellcaster. Seriously, fuck you.
Refuse to fully.
Even when it's not a dungeon encounter, magic can fuck you over badly. Magic is just broken in this game. It's overpowered.
Don't get careless.
You won't get away. That all you won't get away.
Elements of creation
You're not hurt, are you? You better be ready.
Blade of Heaven's will pierce Simon!
You won't get away. That all you got?
Come on, put up some fight.
Jeez.
Hey, it's you again.
Ah, I'm so busy. I'm so busy I can't even notice what's going on around me.
You're not fooling anybody. Why bother?
I was hoping to not have to deal with yous guys. Whenever I run into yous, I always lose so much monies.
Because Velvet always forces unreasonable demands on you?
Oh, Miss Exorcist, your concern warms my little turtle's heart.
I'm not forcing anything. I just think he's trying to take advantage of us by fixing his prices well above market rate.
Price fixing? Isn't deliberately marking up items so as to take advantage of the less fortunate? I was under the impression that the Abbey strictly forbade such unscrupulous business tactics.
Ah! Perish the thought, Miss. Our accounting is always above board. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. No matter whens and no matter wheres, you can get whatever you needs for the same fair price.
That's good to hear. Eleanor, give the nice turtles that smile he so desires.
I'm sure running a business is hard work. Hang in there.
Much obliged.
Just in case some bullshit happens.
Let's get started! You won't get away! Is that all you got? Next!
Come on, really? I'll end this quickly.
Is that all you got? I'll help you! Come on, put up some fight!
Here I come!
Rolling black quagmire, no escape! Please, I'll help you! Next, elements of freeze! Elements of freeze together!
No mercy! You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Crash! Turret! Hammer! Spiral! Hail! Now, with a single breath, they appear! Here they come! There's no stopping them now! Good? Yes! Spirit release! The light of virtue! The dark of vice! Joining chaos! Chaos bloom!
Ready to die? Whatever comes next. This is just the first step. To kill you! Howling Dragon! Killing Flash! Behold the arts of my ancestors! Ungiven style! Aaron!
When it comes to pain, it's better to
Stop fooling around. You better be ready.
Blade of Heaven's will!
Not even worth my time.
won't get away.
They were nothing.
Here I come. You won't get away. What's this? Are we... Everyone ready to play?
Okay, it wasn't. Now you're lucky. Dangerous encounter with 2 spellcaster enemies. Combine to make a group of them. No, thank you. Fucking magic users are broken in this game.
I'm ready for this. You won't get away.
Come on, really?
Let's get started. Elements of creation gather. You won't get away. We won, right? Time to dish out
You thought I'd stop there?
Annihilating crash! Turn-up! Here! Spyro! Hail! Now, with a single breath, they appear! Here they come! There's no stopping them now! Good? Yeah! Spiritualize! The light of virtue! The dark of vice! Joining chaos! Chaos blue!
Ready to die? Whatever comes next. This is just the first step. To kill you! Howling Dragon! Killing Flash! Behold the arts of my ancestors! Gun style! Aaron!
It was a close one, but I...
Guess it's time to play! Next! Let's finish this! Out of my way! Finish! Pushing you! You won't get away! Out of my way! Nice! I got you! Freeze and turn!
Come on, really?
Don't get careless!
Not even worth my time.
Don't get careless! You won't get away!
Come on, really?
From the way you were talking, it seemed like you had an idea of who was behind the riot. What happened here?
I'd think someone in your position would know.
There were reports of a large riot, but I was caught up in chasing you, so I heard little else.
It was a small affair, really. Velvet, Rokuro, and I were being held on this island. Velvet instigated the other prisoners to riot so that we could escape.
She used the prisoners?
Yeah. You'd expect different from me?
How did it end?
We didn't stay to see, but the prisoners were losing badly. At least, that's what it looked like. But if that was the case, then where did all the exorcists go?
I know Oscar left to report the incident, but the other guards should have remained at their posts.
Well, if they didn't flee, we have to assume they were all killed.
By this headless knight, perhaps? Well, no sense losing our heads, I suppose. But it looks like we're in for a heck of a fight.
All we have to do is mop up anyone who's left. What was it called? Venomization, right? The dark ritual of making demons feed on each other to birth stronger ones.
Eisen, how many demons does the ritual require?
It's more a matter of quality than quantity. Stronger demons mean more powerful malevolence.
The ritual mixes the victor's malevolence with that of the devoured, creating a terrible, bloodthirsty monster. You see, the newfound power comes at a great cost. With it, the victor's last vestiges of self-control are stripped away.
So it's something even more than a monster. A seething ball of pure power and malevolence.
Roguro, don't tell me you're considering it for yourself.
Of course I am. I'll consider anything that can make me stronger.
You cannot be serious!
What's there to be so surprised about? Well, look at Velvet. She's already eaten countless demons.
You're ridiculous!
He's right. If it helps me find my vengeance, I don't care.
Velvet! Wait, are you really going to do it?
Relax, it's not gonna happen. Becoming a monster wouldn't bother me. But when I defeat my rival, I have to be myself for it to mean anything. It's the same for Velvet.
It is?
Besides, if I kill a previous victor of the ritual, I'll have proved myself strong enough not to need the extra power.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah, you cracked a smile. I don't fucking care. I'm doing another one. Cutscene played. I'm doing the fucking other one. Not getting fucked over again. He's not in the same way.
Everyone ready to play?
Oh, she's guarded, and that's fucking why I'm not killing her again. Why am I? Oh my god, stop fucking guarding!
Not bad. I'm ready for this.
I did good, didn't I?
Right then, let's finish this! Freeze and burn! You won't get away! Elements of creation gather! That'll use freeze and burn! You won't get away!
They were nothing.
Don't get careless! You won't get away!
Not even worth my time.
Ah,
You will need to
fuck.
be extremely wary.
No, fuck it, no.
Elements of creation gather! You've gotta get out of here!
Yeah, fuck this. Fuck Spellcaster, seriously.
Here I come! You won't get away! Headless Knight!
He must be the product of the venomization.
Well, he definitely looks vicious enough.
Not as vicious as our Velvet, though.
Where's his voice even coming from?
I don't know. Look inside.
Elements of creation, Elements of creation, gather!
Well, that takes care of that.
Yeah.
I feel something again.
More malevolence?
No, another Earth Pulse point. It must be on this island.
I sense it too. It's very close.
Directly underneath us, I would guess.
What is this place?
Welcome to the most secure cell in the entire complex. The darkest hole in Titania. Feel anything, Laphicet?
Yeah, I think this is the Earth Pulse point.
If this cell is where the Earth Pulse point is, then does that mean it housed a Therian?
Yeah. And a real hungry one at that. Every day, they would toss demons into its cell. It would devour its fill, then wipe the blood from its lips. Never once realizing it was delivering to Inominat the malevolence of hundreds of demons and prisoners. And then one day, there appeared before it a female Moloch, who shattered the barrier and freed the Therian from its cage. But the Therian knew no mercy, and it devoured its liberator. And it was then... It was then I obtained the power. The power to avenge my brother.
Velvet, you're a Therian?
This prison island was a feeding ground for the Therian, harnessing the malevolence created by the prisoners within.
But because Velvet escaped, the malevolence went out of control.
Wow, the same darn thing that happened back in Kamoana's village.
Lord Artorias would never have done such a thing.
No? What's so unbelievable? That he used his wife's brother as a human sacrifice? That he imprisoned his wife's sister? Because that's what your damned holy shepherd did! All to get his hands on Inominat's power!
I'm sure he had a reason for...
A reason? To spare the world of its pain? Don't give me that! Who will spare my brother's pain? Who will soothe my brother's despair? He murdered my little brother, Laphie! And you'll stand there and tell me it was for the greater good? At any rate, that's one less Therian for us to track down.
Velvet.
Help! Eleanor! Kamoana?
What? Did Velvet yell at you so hard you're starting to hear voices now?
I have a feeling something's wrong. Kamoana could be in danger.
But we already beat the Headless Knight.
I still can't shake this feeling. Please, let's go back and check on them.
All right.
Velvet is Etherian, is she? I knew there was something off about her.
But it's what she cried out that's really on my mind. Laphicet, is Velvet truly Lord Artorias' younger sister?
She never told me.
If it were true, I suppose it would explain her knowledge of Lord Artorias' training.
If you're so curious, why not ask her yourself? Hey, Velvet, what's your connection to Artorias?
Rokuro, have some tact!
I heard you whispering. Doesn't bother me. Artorias was married to my late sister, Celica. He was our brother-in-law. We lived together for more than 10 years.
That does explain a few things.
So he sacrificed his little brother and turned his sister into a Therian.
But you were his family.
To his view of the grand scheme, family is inconsequential. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. All he did was act according to his ideal logic. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get moving.
That's fucking spellcasting fucking me over.
Time to dish out spanking.
Not even worth my time.
Don't get careless.
That all you got? Clear off! Freeze and burn!
I'll cut down anyone in my...
So it turns out that Velvet is a Therian who consumes malevolence.
And too much malevolence is what changes people into demons. Strong enough malevolence can persist after the person who created it dies, turning their corpse or spirit into a raging monster. That's how undead and phantom demons come about.
Then the demons Velvet killed turned back into humans because she devoured their malevolence.
Yeah, and consequently, they avoided becoming undead or anything like that.
So she saved them. Well, I mean, a corpse is a corpse, of course.
Do you think she could devour only the malevolence and turn a living demon human again?
Unfortunately, that's impossible due to malevolence's self-reinforcing nature. When Therians are connected to Enominat through an Earth Pulse point, they seem to be able to absorb small concentrations of malevolence from the surrounding area and inhibit the creation of new demons. But any human who builds up enough malevolence to turn into a demon will keep producing malevolence as long as they live.
That's right. To devour any malevolence, I need to cut it off at the source. That's how my powers work.
Velvet, I'm sorry.
I don't mind it. Actually, I find it convenient. This way, I'll never forget my hatred for Artorias.
Plus, as long as you stay away from an Earth Pulse point, you get to keep the power of any malevolence you consume.
Fuel for my hatred, yes.
Don't get careless!
You won't get any pity.
Excuse me.
Ah! That was Kamana! Kamana!
Eleanor! You really came back for me. A promise is a promise, sweetheart.
A headless knight and a horse demon.
It's giving off a ton of malevolence.
This must be the true survivor of the venomization process.
Oh, I get it! The dying exorcist lady wasn't saying Headless Knight is back. She was going for Headless Knight on horseback.
Whatever the case, we'll fight whoever we have to claim this island.
Now I can't help but wonder how the horse is named.
Get close and look if you're that curious.
Zero impact! Devour! You're the best! Zero impact! No mercy!
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Crash! Here it comes! Here! Spyro! Hail! Now, with a single breath, they appear! Here they come! There's no stopping them now! Good catch! Spirit release! The light of virtue! The dark of vice! Joining chaos! Chaos bloom!
Ready to die? Whatever comes next. This is just the first step! To kill you! Howling Dragon! Killing Flash! Behold the arts of my ancestors! Ungift style! Aaron!
Now, rise! Arise! Ascending! Angel!
That's venomization, all right. Definitely stronger than that headless lump of armor.
I beg your pardon?
Not you.
The demon from the villa?
No, look! It's absorbing the malevolence. It's a Therian.
Actually, that hawk is Griffin, my one and only friend.
A damned Therian. So that's what Tabitha meant when she said we'd find out shortly.
But Your Highness, why do you have a Therian?
It's like I said, Griffin has been my dear friend ever since I was a child. Even if he's a Therian now, that hasn't changed.
So you knew you were helping a Therian escape. What are you plotting?
I have no plots or schemes. I just want Griffin to be free.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised. The Crown Prince and future king, he's gonna do whatever he likes.
I suppose I am at that. But if I am, it's the first time I've ever been allowed a choice of my own. When you're a prince, you're not a person. You're an institution, one designed to serve the state and its people. Say, for instance, you're doing your law studies and your back suddenly itches. What do?
I mean, I'd scratch it. Who wouldn't?
When I did that, my tutor gave me a whipping so hard the blood ran down my back. The reason being that I prioritized a personal feeling, that is to say my itch, over my studies in service of the state. Seeing Griffin lay claim to the skies let me imagine my own freedom. It was my lone solace over the years. But then, he turned out to be responsive to Innominat's power.
I take it the Midgand royal family is well aware that the Abbey is creating Therians.
Of course. How could we not? The kingdom offers unequivocal support to Shepherd Artorias' vision of reason and will. Even so, if there was one thing I could never permit, it was seeing Griffin locked up and unable to fly. Never. I tricked the Exorcist on guard and disabled the barrier. But then Griffin attacked the Exorcist and killed him.
That's why you said you could never go back.
They can overlook a single dead exorcist, but with a Therian removed, malevolence will engulf the capital.
I knew full well what I was doing. And yet, I couldn't watch my friend's life be stripped away.
Your Highness.
He chose a single bird over the world. Why do you think that birds fly?
That's what Lord Artorias asked me.
My anatomy book says birds can fly because their bones are light and their wing muscles are enormously strong.
Birds fly because a bird that cannot fly is no bird at all. That's what I think.
I understand now. As long as you remain on this island, you may do as you please. But if you try to escape, I'll kill you.
That should work. This way we'll have him on hand if we ever need a hostage.
Understood. I appreciate you letting Griffin and me stay here.
Well, now that that's taken care of, let's build ourselves a hideout.
Hey, Velvet, do you know where Eleanor is?
Wasn't she just playing with you?
Yeah, but then she left. I'm worried because she looked pretty sad. Can you go find her?
Why me? All right, fine. Just don't cry on me, okay? Hey, Rokuro, have you seen Eleanor?
Probably. I don't know. Bit drunk.
Just try not to go overboard.
But man, are we a bunch of screw-ups or what? I mean, we've kidnapped a prince now. They gotta have laws against that. Broke out of prison, flattened Helives, tried to assassinate a shepherd. Hey, how many infractions you think we're on the hook for?
Pardon me if I don't stop and count. If you don't like it, nobody's forcing you to tag along.
No, I still haven't repaid my debt to you.
You say that, but you really just want to beat Shigure, don't you?
Whoa, to me they're both connected. It's a long story, but I can tell you if you...
I'll pass.
Well, join me for a drink then?
Can't. I'm 19.
Gotta keep those laws in place. Especially when, it's like, Velvet really, why does she care if she's 19? She's a freaking demon. Why would she care if she can't drink if she's 19? She doesn't want it. He just doesn't want to get a drink. But she's a demon, she shouldn't care.
Huh. A most interesting interpretation. What do you make of this part here, then?
Well, if you pronounce it Loney Kyle, then it'd mean midriff, which probably isn't right. Maybe Muse Mila?
Well, that would
Here's a Zelia reference.
Read, Pornges are nummy.
Okay. Yeah, that's not right either. What's wrong, Velvet?
Have you seen Eleanor?
No, I haven't. Sorry, I know I'm supposed to watch her.
Just read somewhere where there's more light. You'll hurt your eyes like this.
Okay.
Hey, you got any idea where Eleanor is?
No, sorry. I was having a meeting with Benwick and the crew about our search for Eifried.
Are you sure you're okay with putting that off? At this point, the Abbey doesn't have much reason to keep him alive. Wouldn't you rather look for him than Therians?
I know time is a factor, but we still don't have any decent leads. I think we need to stir up the Abbey and see what shakes loose. And who better to do that than you?
So this works for both of us then.
Never fear. I'm still acting out of self-interest. Besides, Eifried won't die so easily.
He's a strong man. It'd take a lot to bring him down.
Yeah. I've never seen him flinch from a storm, no matter how choppy the seas.
Where angels fear to tread, as they say.
Probably some of that as well.
Hey, any idea where Eleanor went?
How should I know? I'm too busy to spare any time worrying about anyone else.
You look pretty distinctly unoccupied to me right now.
Right. I'm busy being unoccupied.
You're... what?
It's simple. When you have free time, it means you're busy trying to avoid having any business to do.
You're too weird for this world, Magulu.
Says the woman with the world's blandest personality.
I always figured you'd be the type to take off as soon as things got hairy. So what keeps you here?
I am utterly, completely, totally, wholly devoid of anything else to do. Which is to say, I'm
Unoccupied.
right. Now you get it. Besides, I have to stick around to see how our bet turns out, don't I?
There you are, Eleanor. Kamoana's worried about you.
You actually came looking for me?
Can't say no to a crying child.
Indeed. She may be a Therian now, but deep down, she's still a lonely little girl. That's something I've come to realize in traveling with you all. Wretched demons and Therians, even the Malakim who'd I'd only thought of as tools, they all live and think as humanly as the rest of us. I was so clueless. I didn't know what Demon Blight really was, nor what the Abbey was doing. Through it all, I knew nothing beyond blind belief in whatever I was taught.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
The coward's path is not that of an exorcist. They may say, I didn't know anything, so I can't be blamed. I can't live like that. I think I'll stay here a little longer to cool my head off. Please tell Kamoana I'm alright.
Don't stay out too long. The sea breeze can get cold.
Thank you.
Don't get the wrong idea. If you got sick or something, Kamoana and Laphicet would worry. That's all.
I have something to say. There's something I've been hiding, until now. I've been acting undercover on a special mission for Lord Artorias. I was to watch over the Malik Laphicet and bring him to Abbey headquarters. So vital was the mission, I was to do whatever it took, even kill my fellow exorcists.
You were gonna take me to them.
I'm sorry for deceiving you, Laphicet. Originally, I was going to get you to lower your guard, then take you in. However, I no longer intend on following the Abbey's orders.
You're turning your back on Artorias?
No. I still believe in the sincerity of Lord Artorias. That the world he seeks is one that will benefit all humankind. But nevertheless, I simply cannot bring myself to condone the methods he has chosen to achieve that vision, so... I will help you protect the Therians. Until I discover the answer I seek.
Eleanor!
I want to live a life that I don't have to be ashamed of. And to do that, I have to learn the truth for myself.
So, you live by your emotions after all.
Maybe you found your own creed.
Welcome to our wonderful world of wickedness.
Don't equate us! To act in opposition of one's feelings is to act opposed to reason.
You never make things simple, do you?
You should be glad I don't.
Yeah, after all, she's my vessel.
Yes, yes.
So, I think our next order of business is to find ourselves another Therian. Well, that's the extent of my insight. Anyone got any actual leads?
What if we had Eleanor swipe some intel on them from the Abbey? That could work.
I don't know.
It wouldn't work. Officially, the Abbey still considers her a traitor, so who would leak anything to her?
Yeah. Besides, we can't put Laphicet in danger like that. And anyway, Eleanor's terrible at being a spy.
Ungracious, but accurate.
You know that special underground cell from yesterday? I want to go back there. There's something I want to try out.
All right, let's go.
Laphicet, I must offer you an apology.
What for?
For spying. I was plotting to take you back to the Abbey. I am truly sorry.
It was your mission, wasn't it? Somehow I think I always knew.
You did?
Call it a hunch. Besides, Velvet was really suspicious of you. Whenever you feel you're doing something wrong, you start to sweat a lot. It seemed odd.
How long have you known?
Ever since you became a vessel for me. I think Velvet knew too.
That's quite a shock. I failed completely in my role as a spy. It's pathetic. Shameful, really.
Well, I think it says something good about you.
Huh?
Someone who can't lie well seems like a better person than someone who has an easy time of it.
Thank you, Laphicet. I think you're the better person here.
I wouldn't go that far.
What are you doing here, Bienfu?
I was hoping you'd let me join in!
We're in the middle of something important. Please leave us be for now.
I'll be quiet. Just let me hang around, all right?
Afraid not.
Bien! Madame Eleanor is a mealy-head! She's a what?
Laphicet, thank you. I hope we can stay friends.
I hope so too, Eleanor.
I think I'm finally getting the hang of cooking without testing the taste.
You know, I've always thought you were a really good cook, Velvet.
It's not so hard. All you have to do is follow the recipe. After my sister died, I always did the cooking. The most important thing is adding just the right amount of salt, and the final adjustments of flavor. Oh, and once you're just about done, you have to make a wish that it turns out tasty.
You wish for flavor?
Yeah, so long as you do that, anything will turn out tasting good. Celica taught me that.
It sounds like your sister was quite the master chef.
Oh, I don't know about that. But now I'll never be her match. I've lost my taste, sure, but I've also forgotten what it even feels like to taste something delicious. What I make isn't really food. It's merely sustenance.
I don't think that's true, Velvet. Nom, nom, nom. This is great! You're a fine chef, Velvet.
I just remembered something my sister said. She always wished for our food to taste good, because she wanted to see us happy when we ate it.
Oh?
And she said I ate like a pig, too.
I don't think you do.
It's a good thing. You should eat a lot, too, so you can grow up big and strong.
exploration of the outer seas is going super well.
Yeah, it's all thanks to you guys chipping in.
Oh, we haven't done all that much.
Well, don't rest on your laurels just yet. Worse things happen at sea, you know. The scouting ship could always get eaten by some giant tentacled horror from the deeps.
Danger's a part of the job. Besides, Ifrid's pirates are all about venturing into the unknown.
I wonder what's still hidden out there for us to find.
Terror Island, for one thing. According to ancient legends, it's an island that moves across the outer seas like a ship.
Really? I've never heard of an island like that.
Nobody knows if it's real or not, which is exactly why we have to try and find it ourselves.
Awesome! I can't wait to get to the bottom of this.
Don't get too excited just yet, kiddo. It's good to have enthusiasm and all, but I bet this place is called Terror Island for a reason.
I'm not too worried. Like Eisen said, challenging the unknown is what Ifrid's pirates do, no matter what the risk.
Looks like you've caught the bug too.
Ah, looks like it.
Hey, Bienfu, I have a question for you. I know Magilu likes to call herself a witch and all that, but what is she really?
The obvious guess would be that she's an exorcist, but I don't think I ever saw her name in the roster.
That's not surprising. She is indeed a bona fide dark witch. I should know. I saw one night just how scary she could be. It's enough to keep you awake at night. It was near the crater of a volcano. Above the bubbling magma sat a huge cauldron. Inside the cauldron, a blood-red liquid stickily simmered, boiling in the hellfire heat. When droplets splattered onto Miss Magilu's cheeks, she just cackled and licked it off, and she kept the cauldron boiling for 3 days and 3 nights.
What was she making?
Strawberry jam.
What? What's scary about that?
I was just getting to the scary part. Instead of using sugar, she put in soy sauce, cooking wine, and liquor.
Soy sauce and strawberries? Is that normal?
You wouldn't think so, but that contrasted sweetness, sourness, and saltiness actually makes it taste great. Not that someone like you would understand the appeal. You have to have a refined palate like mine to appreciate it.
Wait, I've heard of that. You can boil things in soy sauce and wine to preserve them. When you do it with strawberries, it's called strawberry soup.
That's right!
Actually, strawberry soup has sea urchin and abalone, not strawberries. It's just called that because the sea urchin plumps up like berries. And it's not preserved either.
Really? Well, I had no idea. Wow, I really liked it too. I wonder if the reason she's never made it for me again is because she realized the mix-up. Now that I think about it, that's not the only thing I like that she made one time. Like durian jellies and the candied sweet fish too.
I think I see what's going on here.
What does the food she's made more than once taste like?
It's just normal stuff, like what you guys always have. Only a truly scary witch could hide that much cooking talent behind such plain-tasting food with no one the wiser.
I know this smell.
Yeah, it's Prince Percival's fragrant wood perfume. When I told him I'd never smelled it before, he put a little on my sleeve to try it out.
I love the smell of the royal family's perfume. It's distinct, but not overpowering. It's made from Fandaria trees, conifers that grow in a snowy land.
I've noticed that you and Velvet and Magilu smell nice too. Do you all wear the same perfume?
We do? We don't use that stuff, but maybe you're smelling the soap we use.
Oh, can only the royal family wear fragrant wood?
No. Some fragrances, including the Fandaria scented ones, only the royal family can use, but most don't have any such restriction.
If they all smell so good on humans, why doesn't everyone use them?
You know, I've never thought about that. Why do you think that is, Eisen?
It's a bit complicated. To explain it right, I'd have to start with the history of bathing in Midgand. A few hundred years ago, people believed they would die if they took a bath. They were so terrified of baths that they wouldn't even go near one.
I can't believe people would be scared of taking a bath. Why would that even happen?
Well, at the time, a deadly plague was running rampant, and people thought that it could be transmitted through bathwater. Bear in mind that this was all before we had proper plumbing or techniques to purify water. People couldn't just bathe anywhere. Sewers like the one we used to sneak through Logres are a fairly recent construction, only around a century old.
Some people even thought bathing at all was unhygienic.
Right. As bathing went out of style, the royal family started to use these fragrant woods.
Covering up their bad smell with a good one. Yep. As a result, their perfumes used to be far more potent, to the point where you couldn't even tell if it smelled good anymore.
But nowadays, nobody actually believes that bathing can make you sick, right?
As civilization advanced, plumbing became widespread, and baths themselves became much cleaner fixtures than they used to be.
And the fragrant woods fell out of favor because they were no longer necessary, right?
To the contrary, as the people gained prosperity, the perfumes became a popular display of wealth. The newfound popularity didn't last long, however, thanks to the propagation of a new disease. One that didn't transmit through baths.
Demon blight, you mean?
With the rise of demon attacks, life outside the city walls became increasingly difficult. With fragrant woods now harder to come by, the perfumes once again became the domain of royalty.
I guess that means that fragrant woods share a long and complicated history with plagues.
To cover up the truth of malevolence, the powers that be spread rumors of a demon plague, continuing their time-honored tradition of covering up one stink with another.
So, what do you think of the perfume? Do you like it?
Yeah, it smells nice. But I think I like the smell of soap better.
Huh?
This island is so amazing! It's far away from any other people and has so much hidden stuff underground! It's such a perfect hideout! Just thinking about it makes me so excited to be here!
Yeah, I guess.
What's wrong? You were so excited to be here before! Don't be such a drag, Laphicet!
It's just that this used to be a prison. People were brought here to suffer.
If you're worried about how I feel, don't be. If I really hated this place, I wouldn't have made it my base.
Hell, I was imprisoned here too, but now it's the secret fort I always dreamed of.
I still haven't forgiven the guard who ate all those marron glacés I was sent.
I'll let the past be the past. What part of secret fort are you not getting?
Yeah.
But it can't all be just for fun and games here either. In order to maximize the success of our future battles, we need to maintain and improve this base going forward.
This place seems sturdy as it is. Does it really need more work put into it?
Nonsense. This place was built to specialize in holding prisoners. We can make it better suit our needs.
What are you proposing exactly?
Well, I think we need to start with smokescreen generators. They'll be effective against intruders unfamiliar with the layout here. Of course, afterwards we'll have to clean up all the soot, but still.
No thanks.
I think we need something to put out fires. The fire at Helavi's was really scary.
We have Malakim like you who could use water arts, though. If anything happens, you can just put it out.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
What we really need are some secret underground tunnels. If things get too hairy here, we'll need an underground escape route. We can put in hidden doors, and even some fake ones to trick the enemy, too.
We have 2 separate docks. That's good enough.
No enemy is going to attack without taking both docks into consideration. That's why we need to build underground tunnels before anything else.
But we're on an island. You know, surrounded by water. Where would these tunnels even lead to?
Isn't it obvious? We'll dig underneath the sea to another uninhabited island nearby.
But there are no other islands nearby.
If it means getting my tunnels, I'll build an island too.
Are you listening to what you're saying?
It sounds like he's daydreaming to me.
And what's wrong with having some dreams? This is a great opportunity we have here. You guys just don't get it.
It's okay. I get where you're coming from. But they'll never understand. You might as well save your breath.
Fine, fine. I'll join your little combat crew. Ah!
The oldest known map of the world was made by... Wow, it took them decades!
You always look so happy when you've got your nose in a book. What's so interesting about the one you've got there?
It's a book about surveying. When I read it, I can imagine myself traveling afar and making maps of the world. It sounds like so much fun.
I know just how you feel. I know Magilu and the others don't understand. But I just can't help but feel excited when I think about us completing a map of the entire world.
It's the thought of treasure that gets me more fired up.
Obviously, there's treasure waiting to be unearthed too, but that's more of a bonus on the side. Crossing uncrossable oceans, going to lands where none have gone before. The voyage itself, the dance with death, these things hold value greater than that of any treasure.
Ah, adventure! Truly the romance of the quest we call life.
Laphicet, you had a map, didn't you? The one you dropped when we first met?
It's a world map I got when I was with the Abbey, but I only checked out the places really close by. I could hardly call it adventure.
There's more to adventuring than visiting far-off lands and sailing stormy seas, you know. Adventures are about achieving your ambitions and leaping across the walls we've built to protect ourselves, no matter the danger that waits on the other side. There are no big or small adventures.
Even if I only went to Helavis and the Figal ice caps?
Think of it like this. When you sneaked out of town without the Abbey noticing, when you walked the land and compared it to your map,
My van is
how did that
dying.
make you feel?
It was scary, but fun. Exhilarating.
Then it was an adventure. The map you made within yourself is a treasure that's only yours.
Wow, my very own treasure. Whoa, awesome.
I swear, the second he has a spare moment, he buries himself in his books.
Knowledge opens up bigger worlds. I imagine that back when Teresa was bossing him around, reading was a fun escape, an adventure in and of itself.
What's up, you guys?
You're reading a pretty hard book there, aren't you?
This? It's about dinosaurs. It says that long before humans were around, these huge creatures ruled the world. There are so many different kinds, like tyrannosaurs and triceratops and brachiosaurs. They're all so cool.
They look like dragons to me.
They look similar, but dinosaurs couldn't live inside volcanoes, and they didn't do well in the cold either. But they were crazy huge and strong. Nothing else could even compete with them.
I bet they would have made for great sparring partners. I think this Gigantospinosaurus might be my favorite.
Those two huge points jutting out from both sides of its body make it look just like you and your two swords.
Actually, it's also known as the dual-bladed dragon.
Wow, that really does sound like a perfect match for me then.
Okay, so if they weren't dragons, what were they?
They look a lot like lizards.
Maybe they're like my ancestors or something.
But you used to be a human.
Damn, I think I might have gotten a bit too used to this new body of mine.
I wonder if their tails can fall off too.
Oh, jeez.
This record.
I lost a bet to a young man, and he dared me to prove my courage by sailing out to a Class 4 island. Now, I can handle myself, but man, it ain't fun and games there. I nearly got killed by demons.
You actually stepped foot on a Class 4 island?
Not even. I was still approaching it by ship when this stuff that looked like spider silk started spreading round. These bug-looking demons were using the stuff to try and climb aboard my ship. Damnation! The crew cut those threads as fast as anything, and we got the hell out of there. Whole thing left me bawling.
Well, I'm glad to see you made it out safely. I'd suggest not going near there again.
Oh no, I wasn't planning on it. I had enough of that place to last me a lifetime.
We're here. What now?
Well, so I've been thinking about Earth Pulse points. They're where the flow of the Earth Pulse, the Earth's natural forces, are concentrated.
Right. And Innominat is using those points to acquire malevolence and reawaken himself. You seem to have a knack for sensing them out. Once you're close enough, you can even pinpoint their location.
Except, I don't have to be close at all. When we came here yesterday, I felt another place. A place just like this.
Are you saying you can use this Earth Pulse point as a conduit to find the others?
I think so. I don't know how far it works, and I can't say if Etherian will be on the other end.
Still, it'll give us something real to go on. Please, give it a try.
Okay.
Anything?
Yes, I felt it. There are dozens of Earth Pulse points scattered around, but I sensed a few big ones that stood out.
So you can even detect their size.
Yeah, at least I think I can. This island is one of the big ones. There are two more like it somewhere to the east and the southeast. But I think those are the Warg Forest and the Temple of Palamedes.
Still, that suggests we're more likely to find Therians at the larger Earth Pulse points.
We've got 3 Therians to go. Anything that helps us narrow down our choices is a boon.
Yeah, you've done great work today, Laphicet.
That's for sure. Thank goodness you're here. You're a marvel. One of the wonders of the world, kiddo.
It's not that big of a deal, really.
Then let's go Therian hunting. We have an honest-to-goodness lead.
Or dishonest to badness in our case.
Broke again. Still not good enough.
You think it's your swords that are weak. You don't think maybe your body's just stupid tough?
No. If it can't cut me, it's just not good enough. I need stronger materials to make a better sword. I'd love to try orichalcum, but getting that stuff is next to impossible.
Orichalcum. That's the strongest metal in the world, right?
A rare metal that's only been found in ancient ruins, and seldom at that. I've seen fragments of the metal myself, but I've never even heard of a piece large enough to forge into a weapon.
I have. I heard a rumor that a block of orichalcum was discovered in an ancient ruin some 200 years ago. Unfortunately, the boat carrying it sank in a storm.
From the depths of the earth to the depths of the sea.
A sunken ship. Treasure at the bottom of the sea. That would stir any sailor's heart.
If we knew where to find it, could it be salvaged?
The ship's crew drowned, so nobody knows where she sank. Besides, it's a centuries-old rumor. Who's to say it's even true?
Right. No sense in wishing for what can't be gotten. I'm sure there's other material you can use.
Even Dial makes a good point sometimes.
Hey, what do you mean, even Dial?
Even Dial's getting angry!
Saying it like that's just weird, Kamoana.
Even Komoana's getting weird!
Alright, so our target is an Earth Pulse point about as big as the one here. Let's start with the closest one and go from there. Which way is it?
The closest one is to the west.
Got it. Lead the way, Laphicet.
My pleasure.
Looks like you like this island. Fly free, noble hawk. Hunt to your heart's content, Grokky.
Grokky?
Hey, Kuragane, let me ask you something.
More complaining, is it?
Come on, don't be like that. Every time I turn around, Velvet or one of the pirates is telling me to go make some delivery to some island. I can never get a break.
Isn't that just a sign they think you're a dependable guy?
Maybe, but I don't see them sending you off on errands. It's like they take one look at your face and decide to leave you alone.
I don't have a face.
Oh, right, sorry. The slip of the tongue.
Maybe you just don't know how much work I do around here. It's more than you think. Anything to do with iron, I do it. Making tools, repairing things. What do you take me for? Some kind of cheeky freeloader? I don't even have cheeks.
You're too funny. But doesn't it ever annoy you to have all these kids giving you orders?
I've spent my entire life thinking of nothing but forging swords. It's been centuries since I've interacted with youngsters like them. They can be a hassle, but at least it's a new hassle.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first, so I went along with whatever they asked. But I've been too nice, so they keep pushing work onto me. Maybe if I hadn't been so helpful, they would have stayed out of my face like they stay out of yours.
I don't have a face.
That's not the point. Aren't you even listening to what I'm saying here?
You need to make up your mind. You and I got on this ship alongside these people, who are putting themselves in great danger in order to live the lives of their choosing. If you don't like it, then go on and get off this ship with your tail between your legs.
Yeah, except I don't have a tail right now.
I understand why the Abbey turned this island into a prison. The waters here are filled with rapid sea currents. Make a single wrong turn of the rudder, and your ship will be capsized just like that. Not to mention the fog and all the storms that pass by. It must be nearly impossible to escape.
Aye. To get on and off this island, you'd need a vast store of nautical knowledge and a skilled hand.
Thanks to your curse, Eisen, we've gotten good enough to handle rough seas like this.
The storm that kicked up when we made our escape was huge, and all we had were 3 novice sailors. Thinking back on it, we had some seriously good luck.
The first mate told me we're going to be looking for an Earth Pulse thingy, right? The ship's ready to leave whenever. Do you want to depart now?
It's here! This is the Earth Pulse point!
Nothing but open water as far as the eye can see. Is your Earth Pulse point down below?
Most of this world is covered by ocean, so of course there'd be a lot of Earth Pulse points in the deep sea.
But surely even the Abbey would have a hard time containing a Therian underwater, right?
Looks like this one's a bust then.
Sorry, everyone.
Hold on. We've seen a bug Therian. You don't think there could be fish as well?
You may have a point. I think I have just the solution for this.
You do?
This.
What?
Don't give me that look. I'll have you know this is Fujibayashi's rod. This baby's 9 feet long, made from a single piece of the finest bamboo aged 5 years, with a slow 60-40 action that almost feels alive when it bends. Its exquisitely wrapped handle feels like an extension of your own arm. And just look at that elegant black lacquer finish. It's as perfect a fishing rod as there can be.
I'm sure it's a lovely fishing pole, but fishing? Are you sure? This is a Therian we're talking about.
All the more reason. Remember who you travel with.
Okay?
All right, if no one else will, I'm going to veto this fishing idea.
Aw, come on, let's give it a shot. Besides, I'm hungry. Even if all we catch is fish, at least we'll have dinner.
I'd love to have me some koi or sockeye salmon.
Don't encourage them. How do you attach the hook to the line? Like this?
You don't go fishing much, do you?
It's just been a while. I used to go fishing with my brother sometimes.
This is my first time.
Then we can try it together.
I'll teach you how it's done.
I didn't know you could fish, Eleanor.
Yeah, when I was little, Old Man Tenny taught me. He was from my village. I've caught at least 100 treat loaches over the years.
Wow, that's a lot of fish.
Those two really get along. If I didn't know better, I think she's his sister, not his vessel.
Eleanor certainly got Lafisette's number. Better watch out, Velvet, or she'll steal him away.
Lafayette.
Let's get the line set up properly. First, you take it and thread it through the hook, like so.
That looks hard.
Hey.
Once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to do it with your eyes shut.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Laffy!
Huh? You mean me?
Oh, I was just... Be careful there. Wouldn't want you falling into the water or anything.
I'm not a little kid, you know.
It's just that Laffy fell in once. A long time ago.
Laffy? You mean your younger brother?
That's right. You reminded me of him is all.
If you say so. Is that all you wanted to say to me?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay then. I'm going back to fishing with Eleanor.
People aren't as easily swapped in and out as fish hooks, are they?
Is that supposed to mean something?
Oh, Velvet, you gotta get it a lot tighter than that. Here, let me take a look at it.
Huh? Oh, all right. can I have my rod back now?
Hey, don't rush me here. If I don't get this squared away now, it'll just cause you trouble later.
I appreciate the effort and all, but do you seriously think we'll actually catch a Therian here?
Beats me, but the first mate hasn't met a fish he can't catch.
Huh. Eisen's really that accomplished of a fisherman?
Hey, Eisen, how about a competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish.
Don't be ridiculous. Fishing is a solitary battle. It's about meditation and self-control.
Ooh, aren't you the philosophical one all of a sudden?
But I suppose. I can't deny I really want to put this rod to the test.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Whenever I find a good sword, there's nothing I want to do more than to swing it.
Sure enough. There's just something about good equipment that gets the blood pumping.
Yeah. Although in my case, it's usually more like blood spurting.
A bit too much blood either way, if you ask me.
Listen, we're fishing no matter what. Wouldn't a competition be better for getting that blood of yours pumping?
Fine. You're on. But we both know already how this is gonna end.
You can plan all the victory speeches you like, but fishing is like life. Doesn't always go the way you think it will. You ready? Let's do this.
At what point did the Therian hunt turn into a contest?
Old Man Tenny sounds like he was a real goofball.
Definitely. He used to say the weirdest things while we'd be fishing, just to make me laugh.
Like what?
Oh, it was all nonsense, but it was funny to me. The silly stuff like, Peppero, Poppero, Pippity-Poppity-Poo.
Yeah, that's silly, all right.
Those two look like they're having fun.
And you're just getting more and more jealous, aren't you, Velvet?
If you truly admired the fishies, you'd never dream of doing this to them. No matter how tasty the bait, it's a poor trade for a barbed hook in the lip and a cruel death in the unforgiving air.
I don't admire fish. Fish exist to be caught and eaten, as far as I'm concerned.
Can't argue there. Raw, boiled, or grilled with a little salt. You can't go wrong. And if they're nothing but food to you, even their wretched squirms of agony can hold a kind of beauty.
Hey, Velvet! I've got your rod all set up for you.
We're actually gonna do this fishing thing next time. Next time I play this game. So, I'll see you guys later. Alright?